So a couple of years ago, when I first started my company, Soldier of God Apparel, I was working at night doing security, and I stopped at this gas station that I frequent. And I always talk to the cashier ladies. Old habit of, I say cashier ladies, um, old habit from my law enforcement days, just striking up small talk conversation. Well, I start talking to this girl that she was obviously a lesbian. In fact, she had told me that she was. Um, but I didn't know her real well, but I knew her a little bit. But I started telling her about my company because I was proud of it. I just made my first batch of shirts, and so I go there and I'm like, started this new company. It's a Christian T-shirt company. The look of horror, utter dread came over her face. I find out later that was raised Pentecostal. Well, her family disowned her. I mean, her super religious grandfather, who was the band, the Pentecostal band, played guitar or something, I can't remember, but told her literally to get out of his house, and he is not her granddaughter. Whenever she came out of the closet. Well, I immediately stopped that conversation. Well, fast forward a few weeks later, I'm driving home, and I get that instant knowing in my head. See, I just created this batch of shirts. I just printed off a couple of them to see how they looked, and I had one that I reserved for my wife. It was a small, but something told me to turn around, drive to the store, and give it to Tay. Well, and that was the girl's name. I mean, I asked her if I could use her story. She didn't mind, but I go over there, and she happened to be at work, and I said, "Hey, do you wear a small T-shirt?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Well, I have this shirt," and I showed it to her. I said, "It says right on the sleeve, it says Soldier of God on it." I was like, "But that doesn't mean you're a Christian. That's not insinuating anything like that. Anybody can believe in God without having to be of certain faith." I said, "But what you need to see is, you'll see right here, it's got a demon skull on it and a Templar dagger." I was like, "And on the back of it, it says unstoppable. And what you need to know is that no matter what anybody says to you, no matter how they make you feel, what they tell you is right and wrong, they could damn you to hell. It doesn't matter. If you're righteous in your convictions, you are unstoppable. Don't let people get to you." Well, I gave her the shirt, and she immediately teared up. And I'm talking a stoic type of butch lesbian. I mean, she's a great girl, but she's more masculine than she is feminine. And so I handed her, and I just walked away. Well, the very next day, I actually see her during the day, and she starts running up to me. She has her work shirt on. She starts unbuttoning it, and I'm like, I joke around. I was like, "Whoa, Tay, I thought you were a lesbian." And she laughed. She said, "No, she wanted to show that she was wearing my shirt under her work shirt," and which felt really good. But what was really awesome is I ran into her about 6 months later, and I hadn't been there in a while. And she starts talking to me, and she said, "Yeah, she got married to her girlfriend, and she said they started going to church." Now, I'm not the type of person that gets excited about somebody starting to go to church or anything. That wasn't the point. I even asked her. I said, "Now, are you going to church because you feel obligated to go, or do you want to go to church?" She said, "No, we really wanted to go to church," and they started going to a church. And it impacted me, because that's why I started my company, because she felt powerful. She knew that she had God inside her, and that she can't let other people stop her just because they don't like the way they think she sins. We're all sinners. We all screw up. It's nobody else's business. I don't know her pain. I don't know what she's going through. I'm not in her brain, her mind. It's not my job to judge her. And the fact that a single t-shirt did that, that's why I started the company. That's why when you think something is small, if you give somebody that hope, that power, you can change worlds. Anyway, I thought that story was important. So stay in peace, stay in love. Hey guys, I want to personally thank everyone for liking and sharing my videos. If you want to continue to see my content, all you got to do is press that subscribe button and I'll notify you as soon as a new video comes out. I don't get paid for any of this. So if you want to buy some of my merch, like my shirts, like Jesus is a Badass or my Don't Be a Dick shirt, you can easily go to my merch store, which is at SOGtv.org, which I will have it in the description at every video. So push that, go buy yourself a shirt. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day, and I will see you at the next episode. Thank you.